Hi there everybody, it's Verity here from inkbutterfly.wordpress.com. Thank you for joining me again today. I'm going to continue using the new bundle called Quite Curvy, and the curvy dies which are in the Curvy Celebrations bundle. And if you saw my video yesterday where we showcased these cards, when I cut my curvy layer for this one, I had some pieces left over, so this is the card I'm going to make using those. Okay, so I ended up with 4 of those pieces, so we're going to use 2 on each card, and I've teamed that with so I'm just using the sentiment from the actual Quite Curvy stamp set there. In the dies, I'm actually going to use this wonderful little leaf. Okay, this is the one that I used yesterday to cut that layer. Okay, and then the sentiment I'm actually going to die cut with one of my favourite sets in the entire world, which is the Stitch So Sweetly set. Okay, so that's what I've used for the sentiment, and then we're also going to use the small bloom punch. Okay, everything that I use is going to be listed in the description bar as a quick shop link, so if you are interested in purchasing any of these items, please do look down there and you will see them all linked. Okay, so a lot of the die cutting has already been done. Okay, because I didn't want you guys to watch all of that happening at the same time. And yeah, we're going to use a similar colourway. Oh, I should say probably Old Olive is the card base here. Okay, and we've got some shaded spruce and some pear pizzazz in the background here. Sentiment with Old Olive. So I've kept the sentiment in Old Olive to keep in tone with the card base. Okay, stamped it a little bit over to the right so that we've got room to add bits and pieces to it. Okay, here are my 2 pieces that I had left over. One looks a little bigger than the other. Maybe we do it this way. It is a little random, so you know, but it just gives this wonderful shape. Okay, so that's all Old Olive and the die cuts, and then my sprigs this time are again shaded spruce, but I've got soft sea foam for the other ones. Okay, so I just use some scraps, the little tiny die cuts there, just to get those on, and just used what I had. So what I do need to do is punch out 3 flowers. So punches are super easy to use. Just press those out, really easy, and they store flat. If you press them together and move that clip up, it stores nice and flat on your desk. Brilliant. Okay, so we've got all our pieces and we just need to construct it all really. There we go. So card base has just been scored in the usual way. We're going to put dimensionals on the back of these pieces to secure those and give it some lift. So we definitely want to make sure that those corners are secure. One in the middle there, and I put one in the centre as well, just to stop it sagging in the middle. Really nice and easy to do. Like so. Okay. Backings are really easy to take off. Just like that. We'll do them all, get them all done. Oops. If you do struggle to lift those up with your fingernail, if you take like a poke tool or something like that, that helps. The other thing you can do is if you press it with your thumbnail. So if you press it down first, it lifts the corner so that you can get that off more easily. Okay. Because we want to be careful with the positioning, I am going to put little dabs of wet glue on here so that we've just got that extra few seconds of wriggle room. this one looks a little bigger, so we'll put this one to the bottom. So if you didn't catch yesterday's, the original piece of cardstock for this white piece, I cut it to 4 inches wide, which is what I would normally cut like a full card layer. Then I trimmed it down to 4.5 and did the die cutting I got left, and these are the pieces I ended up with. Okay, so again, just line this top one up. Okay, so that wet glue just gives you a moment just to make sure they're in the right place. Make sure that crease is nice and flat. So there we have our, isn't that really nice organic sort of shape? Isn't that lovely? Sentiment, I'm just going to put one dimensional just in the middle. Okay, and I think we're going to push this one up slightly because I'm going to change the positioning of my flowers. Okay, but that dimensional is going to grab right in the middle of that gap. Okay, so it's a little more central. Okay, and then next we're going to put the flowers on. So flower shapes, I don't like them super flat like that. I like to give them some shape. So I had this thing that's had for a long time. The end of you can use a bone folder, anything you've got to hand really, to shape those flowers, and if you press in the middle afterwards it just gives them a little I do prefer this one, just gives it a nice smooth look. I'm going to turn those over so I can put some wet glue on those, just a little bit in the middle on the reverse. Okay, and what I want to, oops, let's not stick your finger in it. Oh, or drop your flowers. There we go. Oh, it's okay. It landed roughly in the right place. So this time I want the cluster over this side. Bit of a more asymmetric design. Okay, just need to wipe that glue off my finger. Otherwise I'm going to end up with that everywhere. So we've got an uneven number of branches because odd numbers look better, basically. So we're going to have 2 up, 3 down. Or you could do it the other way if you want. Whatever you think your design needs. Now the tip on this applicator means you can get really nice thin beads of glue in there. We can just slot that into there. Whoops, and do the same with this one. I love soft sea foam. Such a nice delicate green. Okay, so again we've got a bit of a curve going on with those leaves. They're just really pretty, aren't they? And then we'll do these ones coming down here somewhere. So yeah, your wet glue does take a minute to grab, but it's good because it just gives you that flexibility if things aren't quite in the right place or you want to move things around at the last minute. So I've obviously opted to use the sentiments in the bundle, but I'm just sort of constructing this now thinking, wow, this would really look nice if this was the wedding colours. So if you made it to coincide with the wedding, and you could use vellum to give another soft look on there. Right, that's going to need a little bit of glue on the end, I think, just to help it catch. I don't think it's making contact with the... gives a bit of contrast if that pokes over the old olive as well, I think. Okay, any little smidgens of glue that escape will dry clear, so don't worry about that. Let's take our pick tool. This is a Stampin' Up tool, really, really good. You've got a putty end for like sequins and things, and you've got an interchangeable end here, which you can twist and unlock, and then you get like a spatula. And it also comes with a ball stylus as well that you can interchange, which isn't to hand, but it's got 2 sizes of ball tool, so you can take that out completely and replace it with a ball tool for scoring or flower shaping or whatever you want to do. Okay. Put those gems in the middle of those flowers. Excellent. Okay, and I think I'm not going to add the extra ones this time, I'm just going to keep them in the flowers. And again, those could be coloured, so if you were making something that was a colour theme for a particular occasion, then you totally could do that. So there we are, that's done. I really like the white on white, I think it's really, really cool. So yeah, so a couple of different layouts there. I think I do prefer this one in terms of the cluster of 3, but the decision is yours as to how you would like to construct yours. Okay, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that, and like I say, if you do want to purchase anything, all the links to my store and the specific products that I've used today will be available in the description bar. If you just click that down arrow, please do like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again real soon. Thanks a lot, everybody. Bye.